me brother get tied up in the streets, say them can't leave out. And if you can't bring the Glock round, so then them not leave out. More time alone, soldier, not trust no one. If you ever see the big gun, name him turn evil. Him say, me depressed, so he need my medicine. It's just me and my Remington. Fix them one stick around like gelatin. Oh, 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 oh. But to man, I'm not take by a skeleton. Things go up on the main like Hamilton. Road money make them fly like pelican. Ooh, Lord, oh, Lord. And tell me, most I know. My family and me friend, them. Most I know. You bring trouble, him guy in them. Nightmares, no more dreams. He just don't believe. He just don't believe. Nightmares, no more dreams. He just don't believe. He just don't believe. Da-da, da-da. Gunshot on them in a Ghana. Killer them a chop up on a chatter. Figure start wa ha ha. A gunshot, we no love chat. Have a clutch back, cause say me no fi bust back. Me say fuck that. Ear care with the pendulum and I chuck back. Ever happy care like school youth with a lunch bag. Most I know, my family and me friend them. Most I know, you bring trouble him by in them. Nightmares no more dreams. He just don't believe. He just don't believe. Nightmares no more dreams. He just don't believe. He just don't believe. Yes, oh, bang bang. It's a young young. It's boom. It's bang.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? Happy CPI day. Happy CPI. What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Alright, let's see what we got going on today. It's been a chilled morning, I would say. It's been a very chilled morning. Let me turn this thing down a little bit. Let's turn this down. Yeah, having no trades today, no trades. I was kind of anticipating everything ranges until CPI and we get some confirmations of what the market actually wants to do. So that's what I've been waiting on. So pound yen's currently bullish. It was bearish when I first started looking at it. It's a little bit bearish. And we pushed up. We're still hanging around below 196 on pound yen. 196.2 is a very strong resistance on the daily and 4-hour time frame. You see we had a rejection from there yesterday, and again today we just got a very slow push up. 4-hour, this is the range I was talking about. It's just been ranging, but the 4 hours have been pushing up slowly, very slowly. We've got 4-hour support. I've used 195 flat, and then obviously we got the resistance at 196. So I need to see what happens with GJ once it gets to 196, or if it does drop, I think it drops down to 195. But if we finally break 196, I think we get a push up, and we have a pretty clean range up until 197.4, which I don't have marked, but I know is there. 197.4.5. Here we go. Got to know your numbers. That's that. But pound yen is not my focus today. It's gonna be goldy. Leave pound yen. Look at this. Just, yeah, it's not been great. Just loads of wicks and a very slow push up. But gold now on the daily time frame is currently bullish. Very weak bullish as well. We were a little bit higher earlier than we've had about 100 pip drop from the, well, not even from the highs of the day, but we have had 100 pip drop over London session. I was anticipating it to push up, but then at the same time, because of CPI, you know, if it ranged, it made sense, which it kind of is staying within a range, which I talked about yesterday. It's staying in between this 33.83 and then 32.87, 88. So 4 hour is currently bearish because as soon as the 4 hour candle opened, it just dropped. But we're still maintaining uptrend structure. Let's do that. But yeah, we still got uptrend structure. Uno momento. There we go. Yeah, we still got uptrend structure on the 4 hour time frame. So look, we've got the lows, higher low, then we've got resistances, and this is a higher high. So until we break at least 33.21, you know, we're still on an uptrend, a minor uptrend on gold. Now, gold came down to this support here at 33.28, and it looks to be holding. Which is obviously pretty good if we're going to maintain this uptrend. It did break the first low on the 30-minute, but this is the support low. We formed a support. Now, I was, just before the stream, I was thinking, all right, if we get a nice support here, I'm going to take some buys on the next candle, but it wasn't a very strong support, and it could just be a little break in this move down, because CPI today, I'm not gonna lie, I'm bearish on gold for CPI. So this push up, or this bearish structure, to me is a little deceiving, but I'm not gonna be married to that the buyers. I'm not gonna be married to the buyers. We could get some sells, but CPI, annual CPI, is forecast at 2.5%, which is higher than last month, which was 2.3, right? If CPI comes out at 2.6 and above, I think gold is gonna sell like crazy. Bear in mind, we've had the effect of the tariffs last month, so that's one of the first reasons CPI is actually higher than last month anyway. But if it's even higher than the forecast, we're gonna have a big sell-off on gold, and that will be due to, obviously, the interest rates being kept the same for longer. Cool. So higher USD, bearish gold. If inflation comes out at 2.4%, if it comes out at 2.4%, then gold could push, because, you know, lower inflation is one of the factors in the interest rate decision. So that's that. If it comes out 2.5 as expected, I think we're gonna get, what I would be looking at is an initial drop on gold, because it's still higher than last month. It's still higher than the 2% target, and the initial reaction of gold would be to sell. But I think we maintain this bullish structure. So if we get a drop on CPI, I'm looking for a retest. If we're not there by then, I'm looking for a retest of 33.22 or this 4-hour support down here, 33.06 down to 33.03, and then a potential bounce back up, like a rejection, and then we retrace the drop and continue up. This is good. My wake up juice. So that's what I'm looking for CPI. In the meantime, like I said, I was looking for these gold buyers up, but this support just wasn't convincing enough. So I'm gonna have to wait for after CPI now. Have to wait for after CPI, I think. But let's see what the chat's saying. Who's in here? Who's in here? Benny, what's good? Rosie, good afternoon. How are you guys? Benny, we missing you in the Discord, man. What's good? What's goody? What's goody? Where is my put the chat up here so I can see it a bit better. I caught some quick pips on gold. Sells from 33.44. Good shit. Oh, beautiful. Oh, nice. One of my peoples hitting these gold sells. Lovely. So yeah, once gold, I was actually on the 4-hour time frame this morning, and I saw this the 2 o'clock candle, so the 2 a.m. Asian session candle closed above this resistance, and then the 6 o'clock candle for the London session, it pushed up and it closed above. I mean, it still broke the previous high. And then I was looking for the 10 o'clock candle. I was initially looking for buys around here, because it was about here, like 8:30, we started pushing up. But we had this resistance to the left at 33.46. And we had this continuation pattern. So I thought if we break the high, then I would have been in. I would have been in these buys here. But as you can see, this candle closed bearish. Cool, that's the setup for the continuation. But this candle, I needed it to break all of the highs. And then especially since, you know, we were at this resistance, and then it just closed bearish, and then 10 o'clock we just dropped. It's a shame, really. But it looks like gold is gonna push back up through this range. Let's see how far gold pushes up, but it's a nice push. It's a nice push. I just weren't set up for it, to be honest. I weren't set up. But look, 27 pips so far. Not bad, not bad. Let's keep the chat up here so I can see y'all. The car's been handed over to Royal Mail. Hey, good shit. So yeah, gold buys. Yeah, initially this. I mean, the buys here would have been perfect. Because we're still maintaining this uptrend structure, and like I said, on a 4-hour too. Only thing, like this gold range, this gold range on a 4-hour is very, very tight. It's very, very tight range. And I'm still looking at structure overall as like, oh, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I don't want to do that. All right, so we've got the 4-hour pushing up slowly, very slowly. Gold is pushing up, but we have highs at 33.83 around here. We have some highs, and then we have a lower high here. So we could anywhere below here. We could anywhere below 33.75. We could still get a lower high and then continue down. So it's like we've got a couple trends going on. Let me draw it so you can see it. So say we've got this is a downtrend. So this could just be a little pullback, and then we could get a lower high that continues it down. So that's what I'm a little concerned with. And then obviously we need a catalyst to make gold drop. But at the same time, we've got this minor uptrend structure right here. We've got a little double bottom, boom, 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 and this double bottom pattern doesn't finish until it was about 33.69. So we could still get a push up just to play the pattern out. Oh yeah, I'm taking it easy. GJ doing okay. Pound yen. Pound yen's got somewhere to go. I'm still bullish on GJ, but the PA price action is horrible. Yeehaw, hello. Pound yen's price action is terrible. It is terrible. It is. I mean, you can see it held at this support here, but entry wise, I don't see any entries for the buyers up. What I do like about pound yen is that it respected yesterday's low. So I'm anticipating that it does continue up today. It's just finding a way to get in. In fact, looking at the 1 hour, well, 1 hour, this would have been the closure above here. But then look at this wick. Look at this wick down. It's just, yeah, too wicky. I should have waited for everyone to join before I did my CPI breakdown, but I will go over it again closer to the time. In fact, let's look at what happened last month for CPI. When was last month's CPI? Forex Factory. May the 13th, 2.4%, and it came out 2.3 lower than expected. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. May the 13th, did I say? Yes, I did. Alright, so it was right here. Oh wow, look at that. It was poo. So lower than expected is actually bearish, bullish for gold. It should be bullish for gold. When inflation goes down, it encourages the Fed to reduce rates, which is bullish for gold. That's like long-term thinking. Obviously they need other indicators as well from economic data. But so it pushed up a little bit. It didn't really do much, did it, last month? Also, the trade tariff stuff. US and China have squashed their trade beef. I believe that's going to be bearish for gold as well. I believe that'll be bearish for gold. Now, why would that be bearish for gold? It's bearish for gold because the trade truce gives more certainty in the dollar, which is negative for gold. That's why. Had to think about that for a second. Had to really think about that. So yeah, positive trade talks is good for the US economy. There we go. To put it simply. I need to move that as well, actually. Okay, so gold's coming back down a little bit. It's not much, it's like 20 pips. 20 pips. Right, so gold is coming back to the entry I would have taken to get into these gold buys, which have been a break of this previous 30-minute candle high after it formed support and respected this previous support at 33.28.6. But now if CPI, yeah, if it comes out as expected, I'm expecting it to bounce in between this range here that we're in right now. Let's see what happened with pound yen. Wait, okay. I'm on a 1 hour time frame. Oh, that's no good. That's no bueno. Okay, so we had it dropped down and then it pushed up. Pound yen did. So normally when it when I see big candles like this, big wicks like this, and a spike down, a lot of it is just the spread. A lot of it is the spread getting very wide and then it pushed up. Okay, that's on negative rates, lower than expected. Cool. Alright, see how this candle closes. See what this 1 hour candle is looking like. It would have been nice if we got an engulfing. You know, if we fully engulfed this candle, maybe in at least the body, then, you know, maybe we could get in on the next candle going up. Actually, wait, half an hour before news. Nah, I'm gonna wait till after CPI. Gonna wait till after CPI. Let's do our CPI poll today. Where are we? All right, what will CPI do today? So will CPI, will we have gold buys and GJ sells, gold sells and GJ buys, or both? What will the markets do? Now typically gold and GJ, they do the opposite, so that's why I put them together. Which one What pair are we trading more? Which pair are we looking at more for CPI today? What do you guys think? Boom, 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 boom. All right, this 1 hour candle's about to close in 30 minutes. Looks like we're gonna form a nice little support here, nice strong support, not even little, nice strong support. If we do, you know, we're still maintaining this uptrend structure that we've got in here. So, you know, potentially a little push up, just a little push up. But just about making higher highs. Definitely got some higher lows. Alternatively, we could pull back and retest this daily flip, which is obviously a very strong area down here. All right, new candle. It's not really giving us much. We broke the lows, but we didn't break the highs of the previous 1 hour candle. So not much information there. We're just chilling inside of this range. Until CPI. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to CPI today. Actually looking forward to some CPI, because I want gold to move or just give us some direction. Do you know another thing that I was thinking? A lot of the time when we have PPI news, which is tomorrow, gold makes a new high. As in new all-time highs. So that's something to think about. We've had I think it's happened twice. We've had some new highs for PPI. So very curious to see what happens today. But in order for gold to be a buy, we need reduced inflation. So we need 2.4 or below. That's what we need. And so last month's reading was 2.3. And they're forecasting it's gone up by 0.2% annually. So it coming out in between is not that bad, because for the last 3 inflation readings, so May, April and March, the forecast has been higher than the actual inflation. So, you know what I mean, they don't get it right all the time. So if it is lower, we could see a very nice gold push up. But to be honest, everywhere I've been looking, they've been talking about inflation definitely being higher because of all the tariff stuff. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Loving you. There we go. What are you saying over there? The gold buys would have hit. I mean, yeah, they probably would have been not too bad. So this is the initial entry. So it's been up just about 40 pips. It's nothing crazy, 40 pips. But yeah, you're right. The gold buys would have been nice. Gold buys would have been nice. Can't lie. But you know what trades are like. Buses, you miss one, another one's coming along. And it's NFP. I'm not NFP, CPI. So you know, we're good. We'll catch something. Even if we don't catch something, all we need to do is survive to see another day. Okay, let's go. That's good right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so CPI, I'm looking for some retests. That's really what I'm looking for. A couple retests. Ooh, why is it jerking already? What's good? What's good? Ooh. Bruh, CPI even, it's in like 30 minutes. Why is the market moving like this already? Not like this. Did something happen? Boom, boom, boom. What is going on? Oh, we've come right back down to this support. Damn. This could just be an indication of what's going to happen already. Wowzers. Let's see if it jerks back up. Are people hitting sell already? That's crazy. I just see my numbers going up and down like crazy. Sometimes it's better to look at the broker to see what's going on because trading view moves a bit slow. Look, even GJ. Even GJ's acting crazy. Okay, so we retested the support. We're popping back up. Okay. But yeah, for the sells, I want a little drop to... It depends on how high the inflation is as well. So if it comes out like way higher than the forecast, we're going to see a big move on gold. We're going to see big sells. Big sells. But if it does sell, like I said, I'm looking for a retest of 33.22. And then down here, 33. Down to like pretty much 33 flat. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Just retest of there. If we get clean breaks of those levels, I think we're going further down. I think we're going further down. Because look, the next support is down here, 32.64. But that's man, there's going to be some volatility in this move for sure. That's for sure. Oh, we're going to see some good moves. We're gonna have some mad volume. Mad volume. Nose is itching. We still got a whole like 20 minutes and the market's swinging already. Yo, this CPI is gonna be nuts. Already know. Already know. Already know. I wonder if it's gonna push up before it pushes down. Nah, it's gonna drop, mate. I think we did have a CPI a while ago where gold literally dropped right before the news. I think it was the February one where gold just dropped, and then it, you know, you guys got the retracement. Let's keep, I want to keep an eye on, where is it? Here we go. I think I saw Roger was streaming. Let's see what this madman's gonna do today. Mr. Buy stops and still stops. I was on YouTube already. I like watching Roger's CPI trades. I never copy them, but the entertainment factor, man. The entertainment factor is there. It's definitely there. Alright, 15 minutes. 20 minutes even. Big move coming, Benny. Yes, yes, yes. Big move coming. I think so. I think so. The way there was just volume in this last, like this current 30-minute candle, there's definitely some volume coming in this move. But then I'm kind of, I just don't want it to whipsaw. I don't want it to. And I think it will whipsaw if we get a 2.5 reading. Like if it comes out as expected, I think we get a whipsaw. I think it'll be very difficult to catch a move after. And that's because gold is currently ranging, and as expected is going to, it's not really going to provide much information. We're going to have to wait for like more indicators, as in PPI tomorrow, consumer sentiment on Friday, like those things. We're gonna have to wait for more stuff to give some direction. Let's see. In fact, let's look at the dollar index. Let's see the dollar index. What's goody? Oh look, just ranging. Just within this little range. Come on. Oh, this is a super tight range this in. So this is giving us no direction here at all. Nada. None. Look at this. Okay, yeah, it's not telling us anything. That's not telling us anything. We took some cells. This is a very strong support here. Clearly 33.28. Clearly a strong support. Beautiful. Oof. What a push down, just for it to push back up. And that wasn't a small push down either. Look, 75 pips from where we're at. I think more than anything today, just be careful. Just be careful. I know I am. You know, I was thinking before about taking not necessarily wick entries, but just retest entries. So once price does come down and tap a level, like taking entries there, getting in and out, because you can get like some decent scalps, like scalp some decent pips out of the super quick moves, out of the bounces. But I don't know if I want to risk that on stream with you guys. You know what I mean? Because it is risky. It is risky. Can't lie. Can't lie. I don't know if I want to risk that. Alright, new 15-minute candle. No risk, no reward. Bad Benny, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, I hear you though, but alright, look at GJ. Look at GJ. We tapped right into 196.2 again, and then flipping pulled back. But one rule is, the more area gets tapped, the weaker it gets. So today could be the day we finally break. And I do believe if GJ goes, if it holds and GJ goes down, I think gold will go up. Just because that's what they do. Where did I drop that? Yeah, that's alright. What? Let's have some fun today with CPI. Let's have some fun today. If you haven't voted, vote. Put your votes in. What do you think CPI is going to do today? Are we going to get some gold buys, GJ sells? Gold sells, GJ buys? Is it going to do both? Are we going to get a whipsaw? What's it going to do? What are we going to do? What's going to happen? So yeah, like I said, I'm looking for retest of the daily flip. This 4-hour support here. This 30-minute support. So anywhere in this area, I'm looking for a retest as well. A little bounce. And then if gold just decides to push, then I think we hit 33.73, because we'll also be clearing the double bottom, clearing the 30-minute double bottom, and 4-hour double bottom. That's where it will play out, 33.69. But you might as well go for the 4-hour resistance, right? Might as well. Imagine those buyers still would have been valid from here. I think it would have shaken me out though, I'm not gonna lie, because that drop down, I mean 60 pip stop loss, 62 pips, it would have got down to 50 pips. Oof, yes, that would have been those buys from support there. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Another rejection here on pound yen, man. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that push. Wow. Right, so if we manage to break 46, sorry, this resistance before the news, the thing is, I'll need it to really clear this level. I wouldn't be happy if it closed right on it, because I wouldn't want to buy into the resistance. I need it to be broken. So I would probably be tempted for sells, to be honest, if it closed right on the resistance. Right, 8 minutes to go, just under 8 minutes to go. Let's see what the 4 hours looking like. 4-hour still bearish. Look like the 4-hour is gonna flip bullish, to be fair. Like this push up has been a nice push up inside this little range here. Daily. So now this daily continuation pattern is played out too, because we pretty much filled the wick. All right. Still making our way up through this range on gold, it seems. Still making our way up. We don't have much of a top wick on this 4-hour as well, but we did break these 4-hour lows. Ugh. I mean, I think with this CPI, I know what to expect if the numbers miss, if it comes out higher, or if it comes out lower. But if it comes out as expected, I don't know how the whipsaw is going to play out. Yeah, it's a bit tricky because it's higher than last month, which is not great for gold. But then at the same time, gold has been kind of bullish at the moment. So normally, if news is whatever the trend is, I like to trade with the trend for news. I think the trend continues after the news reaction, basically. So I would expect gold probably to drop first and then bounce afterwards. But even so, like it's bullish, but it's a tight bullish movement. And like I said, we could get a lower high anywhere below this 33.73. For the pattern, I need 33.69 up to here anyway. So I've got strong bullish confirmations. I've got some bearish confirmations. But a push up right before the news makes me think it's going to keep pushing, to be fair. Two minutes to go. Let's see if these spreads start spreading. you know what? I'll be back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Bum, bum. This guy is already in. Oh my god. Oh. Ooh, 30 seconds to go. Yo, Roger's already in cells. This guy just hit sell. Just randomly. Oh my god. If he pulls this off, yeah. This guy's a madman, serious. Should we split the screen? Hoping for a move today. Monday and Tuesday we're ranging. Yes, yes. All right, here we go. Oh, we're pushing up. We got the push up. There we go, there we go. And GJ dropped crazy right from that solid level. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's the numbers? Came out lower than expected. Lower than expected. So lower than expected was what? Gold buys. Gold buys. So 2.4 said gold is a buy. And then tomorrow, oh shoot, yep, Roger got smacked. I'm not laughing, I'm not laughing, I'm not laughing. Why would he? Anyway. Why would he get into? Anyway. So yeah, I think gold's gonna keep pushing up to 33.73. Right, so maybe get in on the next 15-minute candle if we get a continuation pattern or something like that. But yeah, for 2.4 less than forecast is bullish for gold. Perfect, perfect. So we broke this resistance. Your target 23373. What's good? Gold pipping. What's good? Yeah, man. Same. Just need it to make moves now. Come on, golds. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. So it's good. I mean, they were, like I said, yeah, with these readings, yeah, these past 5 months, they've overshot the forecast. It's always been, they've always expected it to be higher than what it was, because I think they're putting a lot of the tariff fears on the market, thinking, oh, the tariffs must have made everything higher, but it clearly hasn't. Inflation's actually going down, so it's a good thing. Perfect. And again, we've had new highs come after PPIs. So if we start pushing up on CPI today, I'm just saying 3,600 in it by the end of the week. That's all I'm saying. 3,600. Yes, I said it. 3,600. Forget 35. Pff, we're gone. We're gone. We're leaving the building. Nah, I'm chatting shit. Don't hold me to that. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. But I think we get a good push up. I think we get a good push up. Look at GJ. Man, look. You really have to have these levels marked out, you know. You really have to have your levels set, because I mean, where we are before news is so important. It's so important. And when I used to gamble for news, that's really what I would look at. I would look at where price is. Okay, we're at a resistance right before news, sell. Like, that was it. That was my strategy. Anyway, forget GJ. I remember being at work one time. Oh my god. And it was CPI, and I was trying to trade. I wasn't just at work. I was in a manager's meeting, and I wanted to trade CPI, and it was like right before lunch because it's 1:30, and I'm like, I could see gold getting to a resistance. I'm like, I'm hitting sell for this news. So right before the news, maybe like 5 minutes before, I just hit sell. And then I was like, sorry guys, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. And I was in the toilet on my phone just looking, man. And that news hit. I won't even tell you how much I made that day, but I went back into that meeting happy as hell. I was super happy. I'll never forget that day. I was like, look at work trying to get in the way. Look at work getting in the way of me making money. I was super happy. Oh man, look at gold, man. All right, I would love to get in, but man, the annoying thing about having an idea of what's gonna happen when you have, like, when the results come out. So obviously I said if it comes out at 2.4 or below, we're gonna get gold buys. The annoying thing is there was no opportunity to get in. There was no opportunity to get in, because by the time you actually see what the numbers are, gold is already moving. So it sucks a bit, but yeah, what can you do, eh? What can you do? And hopefully it doesn't just fill this whole range in the next 8 minutes, so we don't have no chance of catching the volume or the momentum even. So I'm thinking maybe some buys on the next 15-minute candle. So if it pulls back a little bit, gives us a bottom wick, then breaks the high, I think I'm gonna get into some and just maybe risk about 100 pips. Maybe risk about, I might go half risk just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I still think it goes up some more. Not necessarily needing structure at the moment, because it's, you know, we're on the back of news volume. So yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm just telling people to be quiet. This guy. don't know why he does. Oh man, why does he do these things every time? First he took a trade before news. He took a sell right before the news. Now, oh man. All right, 6 minutes till this 15-minute candle closes. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Just not too much of the range, please. Just leave us like 100 pips at least. Just leave us 100 pips gold, please. So just close before 33.63 would be great. Oh, 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 sorry. Oh, let's wrap up warm, eh? This guy's funny, man. Look at all that. He lost 33 grand today. Oh, man. May 33 grand loss never faze me. May it never faze me. Because right now I'm looking at it like, oh, that's painful. And I ate even my money. I actually like these pullbacks. They're good, just, you know, shows that, well, it stops it from just pushing straight up. Just give us a bit of, oh, this is why, look, we do have a bit of, you know, some wicks in this area where we're at right now. But with volume, I think we just continue past these wicks. We just keep pushing up. What did DXY do? God damn. Look at that. Yep, straight drop. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, not lovely for the dollar, but, you know, it goes with our DXY going down. Goes perfectly with the bullish bias. Perfectly, perfectly. So either way with CPI, I was looking for gold to continue the uptrend. Either way. So whether it was a bounce or a retest of any of these levels and then continue back up, that was always the plan. It was just waiting for the setup beforehand. Alright, so 100 pips. 100 pips would be below this resistance here. Let's get rid of that. I actually want to get in when it breaks this previous 15-minute high. Well, it doesn't look like gold wants to I don't know what gold wants to do right now. Boom, 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 boom. Ideally, gold, give us some good buys. Let's keep pushing. So the 15 saying, so 15 ideally should make a bottom wick. Doesn't even have to be a big bottom wick. And then I'm getting once we break this 15-minute high here. That's what I'm looking to do. If we can fill this wick and then break it. I'm looking for at least a 1-to-1. A 1-to-1. Oof. I might just, I don't know. I need a bottom wick though. I don't really like this little bottom wick. This ain't really, this bottom wick ain't wicking. Come on, man. You couldn't just give us a little bottom wick? To be honest, not having a long bottom wick isn't a bad thing. If you're looking for buys, it shows that there's not much bearish pressure, but I don't know, man. There we go. Okay, this is better. This is better. If we get a nice bottom wick here, then when it breaks the high, obviously we could use the entry candle as a stop loss, which would be perfect. Hopefully it doesn't come all the way down and retest this broken resistance. Okay, GJ's flipping bearish on the daily. Man. Oof. This is good though. It's a decent bottom wick. Decent bottom wick. So if it was to flip from here, oof, well, still about 100 pips. Don't really want it much longer than that, to be honest. For this 4-hour candle. Go on, give us a strong finish, strong body closure, no indecision. Let's go. But look, the uptrend structure is very much intact. Let's end that. So most people thought gold was going to sell today. Man, if the CPI numbers came out higher based on what everyone was saying, then yeah, that probably would have been the case. But it seems it was very exaggerated, the effect of these tariffs. And there we go, inflation in the US is actually going down. Surprise, surprise. Well, to tell a lie, it's not actually going down, because the month before it was 5.3%, no, 2.3%. So it actually did go up, just not as high as expected. So correct myself there. So you're going to give us a little continuation pattern. Maybe it might push up in the last couple minutes of the candle. You know what gold likes to do. Start moving in the dregs of the candle. This GJ rejection though, this was very not surprised. Not surprised. Alright, gold. Not really maintaining this push up, is it? Now if it sells back into this range, I don't mind if it retests, but I'm not going to take any buys. If it closes back below this resistance, then I think this gold is going to keep ranging. And I hope it doesn't. But we are nearly back in the range right here. Crazy. But this is quite a pullback. We are back in this range. Now, can gold swing back out of it? Nah, this is going down. Look at that. Woohoo. Are we making a bottom wick for that 30-minute candle? That's crazy. 100 pip drop. More than 100 pips. 200 pips. That is a mad drop. 200 pip drop. Didn't even make the bottom wick. So what are we doing down here? That's a big drop down, you know. Just don't want gold to close back in this range, to be honest. If gold can pull back up and close above 33.46, I'm still looking at the buys, but I need this 4-hour candle to close bullish at least, because it seems like every time we've pushed up and made a new high, we've dropped back down again, which isn't nice. You say, wow, that's crazy, gold. Now 6 minutes to try and recover on the 4-hour, right? right 6 minutes. 6 minutes is a decent amount of time. It's not bad, because I mean, we've just done this in, how big is this drop? 108 pips in the last 5 minutes. You know, just do 108 pips back up. But that is a fall out of the sky for golds, yo. Madness. Do you know what would have been nice? If I at least made a bottom wick for this 30-minute candle and then push back up. Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon. So there we have a tiny bottom wick. So we got the bottom wick. Now what we doing, gold? What were you selling? What are you telling me? So we got the bottom wick. Oh no, let's do that. Oh, we got further to go. Okay. Nah, gold's going down. Gold's going down. This is more than just creating a bottom wick. Oh, this is a nasty drop. This is a nasty drop. This is a big drop, you know. This is what? 250 pips and going. Ooh, are we gonna retest this support again? If it breaks 33.28, if we finally break the support, because we've been tapping it and been held above it all morning, but we had this sharp drop down earlier. But I'm not liking how this 4-hour candle's closing. Not liking how this 4-hour candle's closing, but it could just be a bit of profit taken after the push up, you know. I was anticipating gold to be bullish, but right now, look at that 1 hour candle. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I might have to just leave the charts for today. I don't know what's happening here. I don't really want to be trading in this range. I was hoping today CPI would give the market some direction and we finally break out of this range we've been in. And it looks like it was going to be the buys, but now, not anymore. All right, 1 minute to go. Gold, can you push up 100 pips and close back above that resistance for us? Would be nice. But wow, what a drop, man. Go on, just 1 minute. Go on, swing up. Go on, 90 pips left in 40 seconds. Go for it. Could you imagine? I can't imagine. What would be nice? But then we got the next 4 hour candle now. So we're closing, looks like we might close with indecision, which is very annoying. But we're still maintaining this uptrend structure on the 4 hour, which is crazy. Do you know, I'll leave that. So let's see what the 4 hour does in terms of a bottom wick. Right, are we gonna get a wick fill, continue up? Or are we staying down here? Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Not feeling this at all. I don't see. What I need now is for gold to be out of this range here. Out of this range. So if it finally pushes back up above 33.46, I'll be looking for buyers to continue up to 33.73. If gold finally breaks, if the daily flips bearish and it pushes below 33.22, then I think gold is going to be a bit of a sell-off today. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything just yet, so I'm going to leave it here. I was hoping, you know, we could have got the buyers to continue up, but that doesn't look like it's on the table at all. But if we can respect 33.28 still, you know, the buyers still look good. But yeah, I think just take it easy today. Don't force nothing. The volatility is crazy. Volatility is crazy. Like, the only way I was anticipating a whipsaw was if price came out at 2.5%. Then I was expecting indecision, but not with 2.4. So I'm not anticipating anything here, and I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna leave it here, guys, and hopefully PPI will give us a better move tomorrow. But yeah, be careful out here. Gold is taking no prisoners today. Be careful today, guys. And yeah, back tomorrow, man. Peace out. GJ. Yeah, I don't even like pound yen. Still inside this range. Yeah, everything's just ranging. I think we're just gonna be stuck in this range, to be honest. So yeah, man, tomorrow, guys. Peace out.